Hey there. Perhaps you're wondering, why the poorly fit a red suit? Well, that's because Forge TV are doing a review of my movie. Bollocks. Deadpool.
So yeah, Deadpool's come out, and it's been a long time coming. People have been wondering whether this film's going to be any good or not, and honestly, it actually is. First of all, it has to be said that the Merc with the mouth has kept his mouth. This film is very funny, and Ryan Reynolds is absolutely brilliant as Deadpool. He is pretty much Deadpool. It's not quite as violent as the comic books, but the R rating does mean that it is still the kind of violent film that you're after. They've not toned it down. It's not the kind of action that you've seen in previous Marvel films, whether it's been by Fox in the X-Men series or by Disney Marvel for the Avengers. It's still Fox, but it's a new level of violence, of sex, of swearing, and yeah, it's very Deadpool. The main point of the story is there is no story. This is just a centerpiece for Ryan Reynolds to be funny, to shoot people, to make little remarks, and yeah, there is a plot in the background, but it's pretty minor. It's only used there to push forward and to give reason for these jokes. This film is basically an action comedy film with, like, the superhero fourth wall breaking element that Deadpool always has. And yes, he does break the fourth wall in this film, which for some people is going to be a kind of turn-off, but to be honest, if you were turned off by breaking the fourth wall by Deadpool, you wouldn't have gone to see the movie anyway. So lovers of Deadpool will really like this. The shots there really help accentuate the comedy and the action of Deadpool. There's one really cool shot right at the beginning, so minor spoiler alert here, but as Deadpool has only got 12 bullets and he's shooting the various bad guys, as each bullet flies out, the number of shots left are printed on the bottom of the casings for the bullets, and I just thought it was a really cool little insert. It doesn't go down all 12, so it doesn't drag out too much. It's just actually really tasteful, which is a weird word to use for a Deadpool movie. The film isn't perfect. Like I said, the plot is okay. It's just there to move things along, really, and the other characters who aren't Deadpool, they don't feel like they've been thrown in particularly just out of the blue, although it does make reference to the fact that there are two X-Men in the film, and they are kind of there for gratuitous reasons, but it works within the film, so it's okay. And again, the villain is a little bit shallow. He's just there to be your typical forgettable supervillain. But these are minor points. Like I say, the film isn't some heartfelt drama that meant to make you tear up and think what a wonderful actor Ryan Reynolds is. It is there to make you laugh, and make you laugh it does. This is honestly one of the funniest movies I have seen in a long time. Easily the funniest Marvel movie, and genuinely, against other comedies, it has made me laugh a lot more than some others. So yeah, if you were to ask me, should I go and see Deadpool? The answer is yes. If you've read the comics, you're going to love this film. It's not exactly the same, but it is close enough to get the feel of Deadpool and still offer something new. I don't like it when movies just directly rip off a comic book. If I wanted to read the comic, I'd read the comic. I want to see a film, and this does that brilliantly. If you haven't seen Deadpool, you don't know much about Deadpool, I would just go and see it anyway. Even if you're not into his quirky, gross, kind of fourth wall breaking humour, the action in the film is great as well. And, like I say, though the story's only there to give Ryan Reynolds a platform to be Deadpool, it does carry along nicely, and most importantly, it gets over the problem that most origin stories have, because this is Deadpool's first film. We kind of need an origin story because he's not as well known as other heroes like Spider-Man or Batman. But most origin stories have that half an hour at the beginning where they have to explain things, and it's kind of boring. This jumps you straight into the action and then shows the origin through flashbacks, which is a major bonus to this film. It's all about the laughs and the action, so it starts like that, with laughs, action, and the story is filled in as you need it and not in a boring way. If I was going to give it a score overall, I'd say it's probably about a strong 4 stars out of 5. Like I say, it's not perfect. There are little things I'd have changed, and the story and characters outside of Deadpool are a bit lacking. But you're going to go see this film and you are going to enjoy it a lot, and it will make you laugh. And if it doesn't, well, you're just a boring person, aren't you?